What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, we got to talk about some pretty gigantic news. Are we getting an Until Dawn 2? Now, we've kind of been down this road before, just a little bit, but I think hope has now been restored thanks to a leak of the base game, Until Dawn, that comes out, obviously, tomorrow. I don't want to spoil it without giving you guys notice, so we'll kind of get into that as time goes on, but let's look at kind of the headlines first. So, Eurogamer says, Until Dawn Remake leak points to a potential sequel, and we'll talk about that more specifically in a second. But then you have Special Nick, who comes in to say, call me selfish, but I'm annoyed I wasn't able to leak I knew about this, but here's some info I heard about this sequel. Apparently it's Firesprite that is making it. Now, I just want to talk about that one real fast, because Firesprite, it feels like it's kind of gone back and forth, right? Like, originally, Ballistic Moon, which is made from a couple developers, or several, that made the original Until Dawn. Originally, there was kind of speculation that maybe they were working on this remaster remake thing to then work on a sequel. And it doesn't seem like that's happening, right? They laid off a good amount of their staff, and they're just contract work, right? So it seems like once that they're done with this game, they're just looking for other jobs out there, and PlayStation, is not going to do it. It's not going to contact them. So, that was that part. And then Firesprite, we know they're making a horror game. See, this is the thing. Now, he's connecting Until Dawn to it, but we know they're making a horror game. The speculation, honestly, like a week ago, was that they were making a Siren game, and that was kind of brought to light thanks to Siren seemingly re-releasing, using the new PS2 emulator on PS5. So that was the initial thought. But to be honest with you, yeah, if you read the description, like it sounds very high production. If you read the job postings of Firesprite, it sounds like it's going to be something that sounds like Until Dawn, right? But you just don't know if it actually is. And then, okay, now in terms of the spoilers, I do want to just label this spoiler warning right now, okay? In the Eurogamer article, and I didn't know this, I mean, we were told the beginning of the game was going to have some expanded stuff. Well, it turns out there's actually a new ending, and a new ending that focuses on Josh, and a new ending that focuses, I guess it's kind of part of the same one. It focuses on Sam years later, and there's more stuff going. We'll just keep it kind of open like that. I want you guys to play the game if you're interested in it, but I am totally for that. I mean, if you legitimately... if you made a sequel, it would kind of be difficult, especially because if you set it up for these characters to come back, well, depending on what you chose, a lot of them could be dead. In fact, literally, I believe all of them could die. So you like Hayden Panettiere, like she's kind of the final girl here. So it's like, can you get her back? And would you do a sequel? And you just pick a handful of them, pretend a handful of them survived. I don't, if it's literally called Until Dawn 2 and it's using the same cast. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't use the same cast. Maybe it would be an anthology thing, which I think is okay. But again, if you're ending this game now with a new ending that kind of opens the door to have these characters come back, now you can kind of pick, right? Do you want to use the original cast or do you want to use a new cast? So we'll see how that goes. But let me just say something to end this video, okay? It's going to be a shorter one for you. I am for this for like two reasons. One, I love Until Dawn. One of my favorite PS4 games, one of my favorite horror games, one of my favorite games of all time, okay? Really love the game, would love a sequel. Number two, I think this would continue to show that PlayStation is willing to do something a little different. And maybe not massively different, but when you think to that PS4 era, you have games like the Bloodborns and Until Dawns, and there's not that many of them that can continue that or that you would want, and you could say, oh yeah, you can make more of those, or they're just not getting love, right? Like Bloodborne, a lot of us want to remaster. I don't know who's necessarily asking for a Bloodborne 2 because of the the FromSoft stuff that they're doing now, but Until Dawn has always been a game where you could look at it and say you can make more of those. Like that game did well. It didn't do amazing, but it did well. You can do more of those games, and you can keep it going. You could see if you can kind of build something there. The games I talk about that I want PlayStation to come back is a lot of the PS3 era that died in the PS3 era. I mean, Killzone did make it to PS4, so that kind of counts, right? But the Killzones, Resistance, Infamous also made it to PS4, right? So there's a couple of them, but doing something with Until Dawn now, and literally like a sequel, would hopefully shows me that they're willing to do some stuff. I don't think we made a video a few days ago where I went over 26 franchises that PlayStation could remaster or remake. I don't think you're getting all 26, but if this is a sign that they're willing to try a couple couple of them, then that's the best I think you're gonna get, at least right now. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna get all of them, but like if you can give me like 3 or 4 or 5 of them, you know what I mean? I guess that's the best we can ask for. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on. I hope to see you all on the next one.